Even though statistics suggest the NYPD does more racial profiling than crime prevention, Commissioner Kelly, Mayor Bloomberg, and many politicians believe the policy is justified and effective, furthermore defending the motto of courtesy, professionalism, and respect.
But also, let's keep in mind that our city and our borough is safe because of the great men and women of the New York City Police Department. We have the captain here of the police department in this area.
It's a gift and a curse at the same time, because in the meanwhile where they target minorities and they're in the minority areas, my personal belief that if you have to inconvenience 2.5 million people in Brooklyn, and if it saves one life, I think it's worth it. As me myself have been victim of racial profiling, stop and frisk plenty of times, and I've been locked up plenty of times. So I'm definitely not an advocate in the sense of the way how the police deal with the matter and implement the law in the wrong way and abuse their power. But if it takes one gun off the street that's going to save one life, if in the event it was your life, would you want to inconvenience 2.5 million? You inconvenience the world if it was your life that had to be saved.
If you can take profiling out of many of the police policies, you'd have good police work. So that's what we want to do. Take away the profiling, keep the good police work. The tool itself of stop and frisk, police officers need to be able to help keep us safe. But I think the way Bloomberg and the commissioner have been using it is improper. I think it's been used basically on the basis of people's skin and ethnicity, and that's what the major problem is.
Oh man, how many times I've been stopped and frisked? I would have to say it had to be more than 7, at least 6 or 7. Um, and I give you one instance. Just walking over here on Glenwood, and it's quite interesting. I was walking towards Flatbush Avenue, and Glenwood is a two-way street, and the police actually drove from one side of the street to the other side of the street, cutting off traffic, just to hop out the car and to tell me I look like somebody, that was suspicious, somebody who just committed a crime. I meet some type of description, and it sucks when you have to really describe your whole life story, just for them to understand that no, I'm not.
One day I just came home from a long, hard day's work, and I went to go buy food for the family, starving, after a day's work, you build up an appetite. And I just parked my car just to walk inside the restaurant, and like 4 or 5 undercover cops, they ran up on me, for no particular reason, threw me on the wall, grabbed me. They wouldn't tell me what reason when they were grabbing me up for, and they went through my pockets. Ironically, the Murphy's Law, where they say, well, bad can happen, it happened. A friend of mine earlier that day had gave me some marijuana. It's probably a little small piece of marijuana rolled in the paper. I had it in the back of my pocket. I didn't even know that it was there. The cop found it and locked me up. And even though the fact that I did have the marijuana in my pocket though, but you violated my rights to just come and stop me for no reason. I think in situations like that what they said that was supposed to be implemented, that if you just get a ticket, just like as a summons, and let you go. I had to spend 2 days in the system, which cost me days of pay and nothing, and then at the end of the day, they let me go.
I think that they're all automatically gonna profile me just because I'm a young black man. No matter what I'm wearing, they're automatically gonna think that. And the whole stop and frisk thing, I think it's just profiling people. Cause I've been stopped and frisked like 3 times, and it's like it doesn't make any sense why I'm being stopped. They always ask to search your bag, but they don't have, like, a lot of young people don't know their rights. Like, a cop can't tell you he needs to search your bag for what. You have the right to ask questions. Why? Oh, is you fit a description? What's the description? Like people, a lot of young people don't know that. They find anything to take you in or to get a ticket because they know every cop has to, like every police station have to reach that ticket mark, 50 tickets a month.
That night when they locked me up, they had a Pathfinder van, and they had me in the third row in the back seat, and they got another call, and they were doing like 90 miles down Flatbush Avenue, and I was just pleading with them, yo, just put on my seatbelt at least, and they were telling me to shut up, and I'm like, yo, damn, I got a seatbelt from sitting in my car sitting in my car double parked, and got a seatbelt ticket, and here you guys doing 90 miles an hour down Flatbush Avenue, and I'm pleading with you to put on my seatbelt because now I'm fearing for my life, not just getting racially profiled, and I gotta go through the whole system now. And you know, so I think there definitely are different approaches that they could take when it comes to racial profiling. Unfortunately, like I mentioned to a colleague of mine, that you know, they know where to go to fish. There are people dying every day in the minority areas, shot and killed. Innocent children are getting shot and killed by stray bullets. So I think they need to focus on where the problem is at. And sorry to say, the problem lies with this particular situation in the minority areas. Now we could go into the whole spectrum of how the guns get in and all of that stuff. So we know, you know, that perspective of the things though, but we as a people, we're doing a great injustice to ourselves by killing ourselves no matter where it comes from. So at the end of the day, we also have to take responsibility for what we do, and we have to be accountable for our actions. And you can't be frowned upon another race of people who view us in the light that they do if you give them so much things to view you in that light upon. So we have to be accountable for the things that we do.
I have, you know, Caucasian and Asian friends who have not a clue in the world as to what Stop and Frisk even is. You know, they're pleased when they see police. You know, they you know, like me, I see police, and you know, it's kind of like I'm encounter a bully. You know, I'm kind of on edge sometimes. It's like I'd rather avoid them now. I see them, and it's like, get next to me. Oh man, I hope they don't say nothing to me. But that's just how I feel. That's what it has come down to.